My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Monkey Man. And this film premiered at the South by Southwest Film Festival, and it got a standing ovation, and everybody just went nuts for this movie. And I've heard so much amazing things about it since it came out, and I think it's all completely baffling. This movie was just a generic, forgettable action movie that did nothing for me. But let's begin talking about the cast. And Dave Patel is fine. He's never been an actor to really impress me. Like, even in Lion, where he was nominated for an Oscar for that movie, I kind of thought he was blah. Slumdog Millionaire would be his best performance, but like he carries this movie well enough, but I was not impressed. He doesn't have enough screen presence. They've got Charlotte Copley, who is in this movie very little, but I thought he brought some personality to it. This movie is also directed by Dave Patel, and I do think there is some decent moments. There is some decent action. But I also think some of the action relies too heavily on shaky cam and quick edits. Like, there is some terribly edited sequences, and I know this criticism isn't entirely fair, but I'm just kind of tired of this kind of action movie. Like, I feel like I could just watch John Wick instead of this movie. It doesn't feel like its own thing. It doesn't feel like it has its own flavor. It just feels like more of what I already like. And I don't think it's as tense or thrilling as it could be. And like if you take a movie like Mission Impossible or Extraction, movies like those take advantage of the environment the movie's in. But this movie just I don't I like yeah, I thought the action was mildly entertaining at best, but nothing to go crazy about. And they don't utilize enough different environments. Like you take a movie like The Lone Ranger, where they're going from train to train, and it's just exhilarating. Here, it's just every environment feels the exact same. There's some nice lighting to this movie, but I was kind of underwhelmed by the action of it, and the story is just a generic revenge story. And if you want to watch action in this movie, like it is present, but there's not enough to justify this movie's existence, in my opinion. Like, you get one scene at the end of the first act, and then you get the climax, and very little in between. And it's way too long. 2 hours is just crazy. This movie should have been 90 minutes max. I thought it was terribly paced. The story being told is ineffective. I thought it was filled with bland writing. And not to get too political, but the second act of this movie does focus on a very specific group of people, and I just think movies always present them in such an oppressed manner without actually diving into the issues at hand. I'll leave it at that, but I just didn't care for this movie. I watched it 2 nights ago and I forget everything about it. It just left no impression on me. A couple decent sequences. I'll give the movie that, but aside, it's just as generic, blah, action movie. I'm giving Monkey Man a 3 out of 10. Okay, have you seen Monkey Man? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon, and Gavin out.